Today I'm going to walk you through my Metro 2 compliance dispute letter. So basically, I'm just going to be showing you my dispute letter, a real dispute letter that I'm actually going to be sending out this afternoon for a client. And what I'm going to do is just walk you through the different codes and the different verbiage in the dispute and explain things to you to give you a better idea of how to dispute Metro 2 compliance. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is show you the actual front letter, first page of the dispute. And just kind of let you look at the verbiage to see what you would say, give you an idea, give you a place to start in your own dispute. Because I know that that's like a main question that I get asked. What do I say? Okay, so at the top of the letter, as you can see, like where it says above, listed is my factual true, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, I'm definitely starting the letter out in a professional way, but as you'll see, as you read the letter further, I'm also being very stern, showing my knowledge of what I'm doing, what I'm disputing, and I'm also being very firm. So I'm not coming in timid at all. Also, you can see where I'm actually letting them know that I am tracking this letter with the tracking number, and everything is kind of out there so that they know that this isn't just something that they can say that they did not receive or something that they could just ignore, because I am tracking this. So we're making that clear in the beginning of the letter. And so secondly, as you can see in the letter, I'm disputing inaccurate names and things of that nature. Also, I am disputing old addresses or misspelled addresses or addresses that don't even need to be on the credit report because they don't belong to the client. So I'm disputing all of that, and I'll read you this first passage at the top. And it reads, remove the display reported names Jane Doe and Jane Doe and Jane Doe as my requisite reported correct, complete first and last name is Jane Doe. I do not authorize you to retain nor report any not proven true, correct, valid, and required reported personal identifier information that is not in exact agreement with my submitted factual, correct, current personal identifiers as indicated. So again, I'm being very direct. I'm being very knowledgeable, letting them know that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm being very firm. Okay, so and so on and so forth. So you'll see here where I've kind of grabbed all of that personal information. So basically, next what we're doing now is I'm showing you the second part of my dispute letter where I'm actually disputing a auto loan charge-off. Okay, so once again, at the top right beside where it says Santander, you're going to see in red where it says header record character format. Okay, so that is in red, so that lets us know that it is mandatory. So that's going to let Oscar know that. So moving down, first row we have the account number, which that code for the account number that Oscar is going to read. Now this is Metro 2 format here. The code is base segment character format 7. So that's letting Oscar know that we're disputing the account number. Now where you see the Q in bright red, which means required, that is saying questionable conditioned. Okay, so we're questioning that account number. So Oscar, that's going to let Oscar know that we're disputing that. We're challenging that for its accuracy. Okay, and so under that, where you have account type, that's base segment character format 9 in the field, we are disputing that as well. Okay, and now we're getting down to the actual credit bureau code, which we call it ECOA code. So basically this stuff is mandatory. This is questionable, very questionable. J1S10, J2S10 segments. We're challenging that as well. So that's letting Oscar know. And everywhere where you see the Q in red, of course, that means questionable. Where you see the capitalized D, that's letting Oscar know that this is deviating from their standards. Where you see the red I, that lets Oscar know that this is inconsistent. So we're challenging that as well. Where you see a red E, that's letting Oscar know that it is a potential error there. Okay, and where you see the red N, that lets Oscar know that it is not available. But if you slide over to the left hand side, you'll see that this is in bright red. This is a header record that has to be reported. It is required. So being that this is not available, that's inaccurate. That is a red flag right there. At the end of every coded image, I'm going to put some verbiage for reasons why I'm disputing, and I'm going to put some codes in there as well. And then of course I'm going to say, please remove from reporting all unfavorable claims of and within this item here now officially challenged for documented confirmation of its certified compliances. Okay, and last I'm going to show you guys a collection, because we did personal information, charge off, and now I'm just going to show you a collection real quick. So again, here is the coded image that I'll be using, and as you can see, it looks very familiar to Identity IQ. That's like my go-to credit monitoring website. Okay, so of course at the very top you see the header record character format. Okay, that is highlighted in red, of course, so we know that is required, that needs to be there. With this collection, you'll kind of see how most collections can be disputed and removed fairly easily, and these are going to be some reasons why. As you can see, this image is coded very well. Most of it is in red. So if you would look and see, beside monthly payment, we have all red M's. Beside number of months of term, we have all red M's, and you see that all this is required. Also, credit limit, we have all red M's. Past due balance, we have all red M's. Now remember, I told you that the red M means that the information is missing but required to be reported. So this is a reason why collections can be fairly easier to get removed than an actual charge-off can be, because I mean, when you're dealing with a charge-off, I mean, that's coming directly from the creditor, the actual grantor. So of course they're gonna have all their ducks in a row because they have it's their information. But by the time, you know, information gets passed along to a collection agency and things of that nature, things can get misconstrued, things can be left out, things can be inputted incorrectly, which works out in our favor. But however, if you're not educated on disputing strategies, then some of these things could kind of slip through your fingers because you just don't know to even dispute them or to raise awareness about them at all in the first place. So literally there's like 5, 6, 7 errors here, and that's with the Metro 2 format. So Oscar is going to pick up all of this, and guess what? This collection is probably going to be gone within 30 to 45 days, you know? And so that's what I kind of want, is just come on and share with you one of my dispute letters. And this is exactly, you know, what it looks like. And I'm trying to do this without showing you any client's personal information. So this is exactly, you know, what my dispute letter is going to look like We have the picture images, the codes in there, the verbiage in there. Everything is coded really well, and you know, this stuff is really time consuming. It took, you know, months and months and months to kind of get this whole format down, you know, to a science this way. But pretty much this is the dispute letter, and this is going to go out. And what I'm going to do with my new strategy for disputing with the Metro 2 standard is, instead of sending letters out every 30 days, I'm going to be sending dispute letters out every 25 days, because I found that this is kind of our sweet spot here. Kind of like when the first round of disputes are ending, we're gonna have stuff there like day one. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna send things out a week early so that it can kind of get there right when that first round of dispute time limit is ending. Just to kind of stay on top of things even the more. But like I've said, I mean, try the Metro 2 standard dispute strategy. If you have any questions whatsoever about how to do it, I definitely don't mind answering any questions. Like I said, this is very complex, so I'm trying to explain it, you know, in the short period of time, the best way that I actually can, or the best way that I know how, without making like a 2-hour long video breaking down codes and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, so that is like too much. So definitely, like, I hope that you went to our website to download your free guide for Metro 2, that kind of breaks things down and shows you all the codes and the different things of that nature to kind of help you out with your dispute. But I just wanted to come on and share with you one of our dispute letters, and just kind of show you how we do things and how we're sending out the letters, to kind of give you an idea, if you're trying to DIY your credit, of how you can do it. And so hopefully this can work for you. So with that being said, if this video has helped you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps get the word out, and maybe, you know, your share can reach someone who can actually use this information. So until the next video,